Good morning, everyone. I think the term opening speech is slightly inflated, but I am delighted to be able to welcome all of you to the third edition of the NTU Heritage Science Conference. It actually seems like yesterday when we held the first Heritage Science Conference here in 2014, looking at heritage as a complex system. The response was really quite overwhelming, and it's natural that we continue with this wonderful effort. And in 2015, the second edition of the Heritage Conference was held in this very same auditorium, focusing on heritage and the creative industries. And now, at the beginning of 2016, it's wonderful to see some familiar faces, some new participants joining us once again in this conference, looking at examining heritage as the treasured human experiences. Now, I don't think I need to say anything about the importance of heritage, both tangible and intangible, to this audience. It would be like preaching to the choir, preaching to the converted. Nevertheless, and this is the only point I will make here, there are complex issues confronting the continuation, conservation, and preservation of heritage, both tangible heritage and intangible heritage, simply because there are multiple stakeholders in any social organization. And for this reason, while all of us are totally committed to the idea that heritage is of paramount importance to human flourishing, it is equally important that we try to understand how we can best work with the various stakeholders in society in order to pursue our objectives in not only conserving heritage, but in fact enhancing it. It may be worth reminding ourselves that the word heritage is derived from a verb that suggests something that may be inherited. Not necessarily inherited, but something that may be inherited that requires effort and understanding as to how heritage continues to play a positive, contributing, nourishing role as society develops. And because of the complexity involving the presence of heritage in contemporary society, we feel that an interdisciplinary approach is the most appropriate to address these issues. NTU, I think, is probably well-placed to spearhead any interdisciplinary project. Interdisciplinarity sort of forms part of our DNA, if you like, whether you are in art, design, and media, or in humanities and social sciences. There's a certain level of ease that we can cross. Well, I was going to say boundary, but that's a bit too strong, to cross the distance, if you like, to bridge the hermeneutical distance, if you like, in bringing people from various domains with various expertise together in addressing issues and subjects of concern. And I think the best testimony to that effort is just to look at our two organizers for this conference. Siwan is a physicist, and then Professor Andrea Nanetti is an art historian. Through the good offices of our Paralimus Institute, which is our version of the Complexity Science Institute. The two got together a couple of years ago, and voila, here we are. And I hope this is going to be a continuing series of deliberations, bringing together colleagues, students, experts, not only from academia, but from society at large. And in this connection, I'm particularly happy that this conference is also a collaboration between NTU and the National Heritage Board of Singapore. Interdisciplinarity is not really something that we should be afraid of. I must confess, at one point, I thought I did something rather clever. I'm basically an intellectual historian, and I was trying to do something with my computer to look at big data, try to do some analysis, and I was really happy with myself, only to realize what I did was entirely pedestrian after talking to a colleague from our School of Computer Engineering. And in 3 days, he helped me really tremendously with what I was trying to accomplish. And this is, I think, the spirit that we should carry in promoting research and education in a university in the 21st century. But I'm beginning to digress, I'm afraid. I just wanted to say how happy I am to see all of you here, and especially I'm very, very grateful that Professor Wang Gangwu has agreed to give the keynote speech today, and also I'm very happy to see my colleague, Professor Brenda Yeo, Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences at NUS, where I spent many, many happy years there previously, to be here with us today. And let me wish you all a very, very productive conference, and for those of you who are joining us from abroad, very pleasant stay in Singapore as well. Thank you very much.